Let's get started on creating your new blog post. So to add posts to our blog, we're going to go to our sites and courses, and then we can come up here and go to our blogs. Now in here, you can see I have 4 posts in here already, and I'm just going to start by adding in a new post. And it's going to ask me for my blog title. So currently I have my blog on Kajabi here. And so I'm just going to pull this information in from Kajabi into TekMatix. And so then it's going to ask me for a description, and I should probably write better descriptions than this, but I'm going to include that in there. And then I want to also include a blog post image. So I'm going to run over to my Canva real quick. I do use Canva for my thumbnails and such. And I'm going to see if I can grab the thumbnail that I had for this. Okay, so I just grabbed that. So I'm going to click change here, and this is going to take me to my media library, and then I can click upload file, and I'm just going to add in that file there. And then once you have it added in, just double click on it and it'll add it to that place. And so you can see they actually recommend a different size than the one I made. So they recommend a 600 pixel by 400 pixel instead of the one I made. So I might want to remake my thumbnails for having them on TekMatix. But I'm going to go ahead and click create post. And this is just a post that they've kind of put in here. And I'm not the biggest fan of this always having to get deleted out every time, but I'm just going to delete all of it out and start completely brand new. And then what I'm going to do is go in here, and if you're like writing your post in like Google Docs or something, just copy and paste your information, and then we're going to work on reformatting it and bringing in other stuff. So just pasting it in here. So you can see that it's keeping the heading. So this is a heading 2. I'm going to change this up though to make these heading 1s. All right, so I just changed up my headings. You can see I have bullet points here as well. Using these guys, you can have bullet points, checklist, or check mark. So I might actually make this check marks instead. So they can kind of go, oh yeah, I did these or I didn't, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool and very different from how a lot of blog posts are. It definitely doesn't tend to be interactive. So I'm going to do kind of a similar thing with some of these. All right, so we kind of have this all in here. You can also indent or outdent as you need. Change your alignment is right in here. Your text stuff is over here. So the font you're using, the font size, the paragraph, and then bold, italicize, underline, and strike through are all there. And then over here, you can set the text color. So if I wanted to change a specific text here, like if I wanted to make this red, I can just click here and make it red, and it'll show up red. So that's kind of the basics there, is just how to get your blog post in. Now, what I also want to show you how to do is how do you add stuff into your blog post. So you can see here, I actually have a YouTube video in mine. So I'm going to click this share button real quick so I can copy this link. And I'm going to come back over here and show you how to add this in. So this existed right here. So what I'm going to do is go to insert video up here, and I can add a YouTube URL, and I'm going to paste that in. So I'm just going to put in my width there and press update. There we go. So just put in your width as 1920 to get it to look correct. And then the other things that you can add is you can add insert a link. So you can link any text by just highlighting it, click insert link, and then you can do your link and open in a new or current window. So if I click over here, I can make sure that this opens in a new window, which is what I want it to do. So that is how you can add in your kind of like, if you want to send them to a lead magnet. Unfortunately, right now, there's no way to add an opt-in form into your blog post like you can do on WordPress or even Kajabi. I'm really hoping that they add that where you can add script in here at least. But right now, there's not a current way to do that. Now, you can add in an image. So I'm going to add in my like image at the top here. So I can just click right here to insert image, and I'll just click the image URL, and this will take me back to my media library, and then I can just type in my alternative text here as well and insert image. And again, this came in really weird. There we go. So just letting it auto height tends to be really good. So now I have an image in here. I can also set up a divider. So if I wanted a divider between these, I can insert a divider there just so that it's separating those out. And I could insert in another one here. You can also add emojis or insert quotes. So if there's a certain piece that I wanted to be more of like a quote, and I don't know if there's a great place for that in this one. Yeah, I don't really have like a specific quote, but basically, if you have a specific section and you do insert quote, it just kind of offsets it. So that's kind of what that looks like, just to let you know. And so those are kind of the basics of how to create your blog post. So then I'm going to hit save and I'm going to hit continue. And this is where you're going to do all of your like SEOing and stuff like that. So this is going to be my URL slug. So what is going to go after the B in this? And so you can see here, it's going to be B review paper versus research paper. And then I can do blog post SEO. And that's what I did earlier. So if you needed to update that after the fact, like if I wanted to change my thumbnail image, I could do that, which I should do before this goes live. And then I can add in a category. So I'm going to click scientific writing. And then I can add in new keywords. So I'm going to do like review paper, research paper. And I can do a new author. And if you want to add a new category or new author, you can do it from here. And then I'm just going to set this to publish, but I'm going to keep the original date that it was published. So this was February 23rd, 2021. The link for this will change. So if you're coming from anything else, the link will change and what you can do. So like, for example, if I get this, so what I can do is I can actually create this URL in my redirect and send it to the new URL for the blog page. And so if I did all of that, I can press save. Then it'll take me back to my main page. And I can come over to my actions and hit preview post. And so this is what my post now will look like. If I want to review this article on my actual blog page, I can open a new tab. I'm going to go to, this is just my demo site while I'm changing platforms. And then I'm going to do review paper versus research paper. And so this now brings me here, and this is what it would look like for your blog on your actual site. And if you want to see how to make this blog page, check out this video right here that walks you through how I made this. If you got value out of this video, hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel for more content behind the scenes and TekMatix tutorials. I hope to see you in the next video.